The games everyone remembers, well, they're played in November and December. And for our unpacking it this week, it was a good weekend for Utah and Oregon. They continue to distinguish themselves as the elite of this conference, outscoring their opponents 83-12. Neither team gave up a touchdown. UCLA, 250 yards total offensively after a good start. Utah put the clamps on them. Oregon was dominant. Those two, I think, are headed to Santa Clara for one heck of a match. I will say this. Oregon Ducks, be careful. Down in Tempe, not many teams have run the gauntlet and gone undefeated, not even in Pac-12, as now we've gone Pac-10 to Pac-12. I don't think it's happened. I think this one could be dangerous down in Tempe with a very hungry Sun Devil team. So if they take care of business, we're going to have one heck of a game in Santa Clara. That said, that's the broad scope. On a little bit more narrower level, I'd like to show some tape, this version, with a quarterback. And that would be Anthony Gordon, the record-setting quarterback over on the Palouse. Through his 39th touchdown pass, one of his 5 against Stanford. Stanford had no answer for him. Look out, Jake Browning. Look out, Jared Goff. I think your touchdown mark single season is going to be broken over the next couple weeks by Anthony Gordon because his anticipation and his accuracy are pretty darn unique. I'll tell you what I mean, show you what I mean with some of the video in that Stanford game. So this was early in the game. This was the first drive of the game. This is the first third down, and when you talk about anticipation, when I watch film, what I typically look at first with quarterbacks is how quickly are they making their decision, how much are they anticipating. This is a little hitch route between quarterback and wide receiver, not terribly complex. Watch the timing with this. And what I like to do is I like to look at when that ball is out of the quarterback's hand. Okay, once it leaves his hand, where is the wide receiver? I told you he's running a little hitch route. Look at this. The wide receiver is not even to his route. That's how you beat this coverage. Wazoo's system looks for space, but it's not just about looking for it. It's anticipating and throwing right into it. Look how early this ball is thrown. Receiver's not even finished his route. This is how you complete the first of many third downs in this game. So I showed you the little hitch route. Right now, that is pretty easy, thrown into space. This is also a pretty simple concept for Wazoo. Just a little out route here. All right, but I want to watch and I'm going to show you, again, that level of anticipation. And when Anthony Gordon throws this ball, to see exactly where the receiver is. Look at this. This is another third down on that opening drive, and look where he's going to throw to when he's going to release the ball. Again, accuracy and anticipation. What does it look like on tape? Look when he goes to throw. You tell me where. There's routes. You're going to throw that there? I mean, look at that window that he's going to ultimately throw this out route into when he's going to throw. Look at what he's looking at. You only do this with supreme confidence. You only do this as a fifth-year senior that knows exactly what you are anticipating and then ultimately throwing into the accuracy to finish it. But check that out. Look at that throw when he releases it. Even there, as the ball is in the air, look at this cluster. But he's got the confidence it's going to open up, and it does, and he puts it on the money and continues to move the chains. There's a couple third down conversions, and here's ultimately a touchdown. This wasn't the record-setting touchdown, but this was by far the tightest window that Anthony Gordon threw into. They call this play 6-1-7. That's the concept, 6-17. It's a route by the number 3 receiver. It's a flat route. It's a wheel, and then it's an in-cut behind it. So there's the route tree if you're playing this game on Madden. This is the concept that the Cougs like down in the red zone. So there's all the routes. Watch the window, and you tell me where you're throwing it. There's a little stick route, there's a little flat route, there's the wheel, and here's some coverage. Yes, there's some space, but look at the size of this little space that Anthony Gordon's going to attempt to fit this ball into. Decision making on the grade sheet? I don't know if that's a plus or not, but when you're playing with the kind of confidence that he's playing with, the kind of trust in his receivers to get to that spot, look at the window that ultimately he throws and fits that in for a collision and a touchdown. It's a wheel route, it's an in-cut, it's a stick route, it's a flat. Again, in their scheme, he is looking for this space to throw into. Ultimately, you'd like to see those safeties widen a little bit. You like that window to grow, but when you're a record-setting quarterback, you throw it into windows and you expect to get finished like that.